Okay, so welcome to all of you. So today we discuss the analytical geometry of two dimension. Okay, so this is the first chapter of the geometry. Okay, so first we will see what is the equation of the translation. So that means if the origin is shifted at hk and these are the old coordinates and these are the new coordinates. X prime y prime are new coordinates, x y are the old coordinate and the origin O00 is shifted at the point hk. Then your xy, original xy is transformed to x prime y prime. So that is called equation of the translation. So this is a relation between the old coordinate and new coordinate. Relation between the new coordinate and old coordinate with respect to new basis. Okay. So your new origin, not basis, new origin is what? Hk. New origin is hk. That means if the origin is shifted at hk, then this is the relation between the old coordinate and new coordinate. Remember this. This x prime and y prime are the new coordinates. So that means what? Okay, so that examples that will see. Okay. So that means what here? Here what happened? So this is your origin. This origin is shifted here, and the axis, the direction of the axis are remain same. Here what? The direction of the axis are remain same. Okay. So origin is shifted such way that the direction of the axis are remain same. Now we have rotated the frame. This is your original frame, and we have rotated the frame. So this is your new frame. So it is rotated through an angle theta. Then the origin is as it is now. We are not shifting. We have not shifted the origin. Okay, origin is as it is. Okay, so just we have rotated the frame now. Okay, through an angle theta. Then your this x will be transformed to this x prime y prime now here. So then this is the relation between the old coordinate and the new coordinate. Your x prime y prime are the new coordinate and your x y are old coordinate. Okay, so this is what x is equal to x prime cos theta minus y prime sin theta. That means if you have okay, so this is what here. With the help of this one, you cannot find a new coordinates. With the help of this one, you can find a new coordinates. So this is okay. So first remember this equation of the translation. This is what x is equal to x prime cos theta minus y prime sin theta. Y is equal to x prime sin theta y prime. So this is what old coordinate. Y is what x and y old coordinate is equal to relation in the new coordinates. Okay, so this is okay. So that means what? Suppose you have given the theta, you have given the theta, you have given the old coordinate, and you want to find a new coordinate. So use this formula to find a new coordinates. This formula is not useful for to find the old coordinates and new coordinates. Okay, so this is what x prime is equal to. That means new coordinates into old coordinates. This is what x cos theta plus y sin theta. So here what minus y prime is there. Here what plus y is there. Okay, and minus is there. Okay. So y prime is equal to minus x sin theta plus y cos theta. Okay, so remember this. So actually you should remember mostly this. Okay, this is useful. Okay, this is also a relation. X is equal to x cos theta plus y sin theta. Y prime is equal. Note that this is the x prime. Note that this is the x prime is this. Okay, so just observe very carefully. Observe this very carefully. Okay. Now, so suppose we have given this equation. This is the second degree equation. Okay. So I want the transform equation is free from the product term. That means I don't want the product term. Okay. So I want to find the angle theta such way that the transform equation after rotating the frame and the transform equation of this do not contain the product term. So this is the angle. If you rotate the frame through an angle theta is equal to 1/2 tan inverse tan inverse of b upon a minus c. Okay, if you rotate the frame through an angle through an angle theta 1/2 tan inverse b upon a minus c, so that the transform equation of this do not contain the product term. That means it is free from the product term. Okay, so if this equation is given, okay, so if you want to make this free from the product term, your transform equation free from, just rotate the frame through an angle theta. Okay. Okay. So now this is the general equation in two variables. This is the general equation in two variables. Okay. So we have put that the general equation in two variables. Remember this, the general second degree equation. This is the second degree equation. In two variables represent a conic. Okay. So that means if this determinant is 0, if this determinant is 0, then it represents a pair of lines. Okay. So if A is equal to C, that means coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square are same, and there is no product term. That means B is equal to 0. Both should be the simultaneously, right? So coefficient of x square y square is same, and B not equal to 0. B is equal to 0. Then it represents a circle. Then this represents a circle. Okay. So for the circle, A and C must be equal. They are the same, and B must be 0. Okay. Both the conditions should satisfy simultaneously. Then the secondary equation represent a circle. Okay. And then the parabola, hyperbola. So that condition we will see later on. Okay. So now the center of the conic. The center means what? Suppose this is a conic. Okay. Suppose this is some conic. Okay. This is the center. Okay. So center conic means what? There is a point. Okay. Such that the chord passing through this point is the chord passing through this point bisect the chord. This point bisect every chord passing through it. Okay. So that means these two are equal. Okay. So then this is the center of the conic, and that conic is called a central conic. Okay. So ellipse, hyperbola, circle, they are the central conic. Parabola is not a central conic. Okay. So now how to find the coordinates of the center then? Just remember this. So if you have no problem for objective, remember this as a, okay, to choose the correct option. Okay. So that means what? If suppose this is ax square bxy plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. This is the equation. Suppose this is the central conic. Then center of this conic is this. Remember this. Okay. Remember this. Only this. What? B minus 2cd. Remember this because what? 4ac minus b square. 4ac minus b square is everywhere. This is same. So no need to remember this. Okay. Remember only the numerator for to choose the correct option only. Okay. So we are not finding the center of the conic by using this formula. Okay. In competitive exam, we are not finding the center of the conic by using this formula. Okay. In the theoretical in offline exam is that, then we are finding the center with this formula. Okay. But now we have to choose the correct option. So don't apply this formula to find the center of the conic. We have the another way to find the center of the conic. Okay. Because what we have given the options. So you have to choose the correct option from that. Okay. So only for remember this, only for to choose the correct option. If the center of, if they ask the center of this conic is, so some here what they may be given the plus here, minus here, then plus here, minus here, something like this. Okay. So they will do some, they will change the sign, something. They will write here what? Twice CD minus B. Okay. So they also write this here. So twice CD minus B upon this is what? 4AC minus B square, something like this. Okay. They will do like this. Okay. So you have to choose the correct option. So remember this. To choose the correct option, the coordinate of the center of the conic. Okay. So okay. So now if delta means what? If this determinant is not 0, that means it do not represent a pair of lines. Okay. So and 4ac minus b square. Always check for 4ac minus b square. Okay. To identify the locus, just check the 4ac minus b square. If it is 0, then it is a parabola. If this is greater than 0, 4ac minus b square is greater than 0. Note that 4ac minus b square. Okay. Square is there. Okay. So square is negative now here. Okay. So then this is greater than 0. Then ellipse. For positive, it is ellipse, and for negative, it is hyperbola. 4ac. Note that if there may be this condition like this, 4ac, b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. B square minus 4ac, this is what? B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Then this is what? Hyperbola. Then this is hyperbola. Because what? This is what? 4ac minus b square is less than 0 then. Okay? If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that means 4ac minus b square is less than 0. So there may be condition like this. So remember this. This is what? 4ac minus b square is less than 0, or b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. both are the same now here. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and here this. But what here less than 0 greater than 0? Remember this. This is what? If 4ac minus b square is positive, then it is ellipse. For here what? If b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is negative. B square minus 4ac is negative. Means what? 4ac minus b square is positive. So this is ellipse. Okay. So take the care of such thing. Okay. So you have to take the care of this one. Okay. So that means what? This scoring represent ellipse. Ellipse. If this option may be given to you, 4ac minus b square is b square is less than 0. 4ac minus b square is equal to 0. Okay. Then what? B square minus 4ac is b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac is less than 0. Less than 0. Okay. And b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Okay. So which one will be the correct option? Ellipse. This is ellipse. For ellipse condition is what? 4ac minus b square is greater than 0. Here what? 4ac minus b square is not less than 0. This is not a correct option. This is equal to 0. This is also not a correct option. Okay. So here b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Here what? B square minus, that means what? 4ac minus b square is greater than 0. Is greater than 0. Okay. So this will be your correct option. This will be your correct option. Okay. Because this is turned to this. So that means what here? So 4ac minus b square greater than 0 option is not given here. 4ac minus b square option is not given here. So that is. Okay. So you have to take the care like this also. Okay, so I hope that you can do anything for this one. We'll see the problems. Okay, so suppose 3, 4 is the point. 3, 4 is point, and origin is shifted to 1, 3. Then you have to find the new coordinates. You have to find the new coordinates. So this is what? X is equal to x prime plus h, y is equal to y prime plus k. Okay. So if old coordinates is given, new coordinates are what? So x prime is equal to x minus h. That means what? 3 minus 1. Y prime is equal to what? 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3. So that means what here? 2, 1 is the new coordinates. 2, 1 is the new coordinate. In this way you also can do this one. Just remember this is the formula. Okay. So what? These are the old coordinates. Okay. If you want to find the new coordinates, so the new coordinates are, you want to find a new coordinate. New coordinates what? X minus h, y minus k are the new coordinates. Okay. So are the new coordinates. If these are x prime, y prime are the x prime, y prime are the old new coordinates. These are the new. Then for old coordinate, just you have to do this one: x plus h, x prime plus h, y prime plus k. This will be your old coordinate. You will get the old coordinate. Remember this. Okay. If you want to find a new coordinate, just subtract this. Just do this. Okay. So this will be your solution. Okay. And if you want to find the, suppose these are the new coordinates. Suppose this is what? 1, 2, 1 are the new coordinates of the this. Where the origin is shifted at this. Just you have to take this sum now. Okay. So that is what? 3, 4. Just you have to take. Okay. So that means if the new coordinates are provided, you want the old coordinate, just take the sum of this. Okay. And if you want the new coordinate, just what? Subtract the old coordinate minus the new minus the origin. This is the simplest way. So within a 3 or 4 seconds, you can write the answer for this one. Okay. Suppose this 3x square plus y square plus 18x minus 8y minus 16 is equal to 0. And your origin is shifted at minus 3, 4. Minus 3, 4. And you want new equation. So easily you can write the new equation. Okay, this is what, this will be as it is now. This will as it. That means what here, your new equation what, x is equal to x prime plus h, y is equal to y prime plus k, means what, this is minus 3. Okay, so you can write this is what, 3 x prime minus 3 square plus y prime plus 4 square plus 18 x prime plus minus 3 minus 8 y prime plus 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. So you have given the options. Okay, so in the options, so this is 3x square plus y square, 3x square y square. That means what, there is no change in the product term. Okay, so that means second degree term will be as it is. After shifting the origin, the second degree term is as it is. Okay, so just check which equation have the same coefficients. Okay, so that will be your correct option. If there is only one equation such way that the second degree terms have the same coefficient, then don't do anything now. That will be your correct option. That will be your correct option. Okay. So now suppose all the options are there such way that your second degree terms are same. Just look at the coefficient of x. So everywhere your coefficient of x is same, don't find the coefficient of x. If everywhere your coefficient of y is also same, don't find the coefficient of y also. Okay. So if there is no, if coefficient of x is not same in coefficient of x is not same, then find the coefficient of x. Okay. But if there are two equations such way that the coefficient of x is same, if there is an equation such way that your coefficient of y is not same anywhere, or if there is a constant term is not same anywhere, just find the constant term. Okay, so if all, so suppose this minus 16 is there, suppose minus 16 is there, 15 is there, minus 59 is there, some 17 is there. Okay, this is our constant. Okay, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Suppose the equation is like this. Okay, so what you have to do? Only you have to collect the constant. Only you have to collect the constant. See that the constant is what? We have to collect the constant. Or okay, so I will tell you how to collect the coefficient of x now. Okay, so for x is what here? This is minus 6x. So minus 6x is, this is what? Minus 18 there. Minus 18. So there is no x now here, and this is plus 18 is there. Plus 18 is there. So plus 18 plus 18. So x is 0 now here. Your x coordinate is 0. Easily you can find this. Okay, no need to expand this. Okay, now we want to find the coefficient of y prime. So here what? 8y prime. If you expand this, we get 8 prime. Outside there is no. So this is 8 now. Okay, now this is what 8 prime is only this. Only I have to take the two sum now here. Okay, so minus 8. So there is no coefficient of x prime y prime. It will 0. Only I have to collect the constant then. Because what here? So there is no this what? Everywhere your constant is not same. Just we collect the constant only. So this is what? Minus 18. Okay, so this is what? Minus, this is 9. 9 into 3 is 27. Okay, this constant is 27. This constant is 16. This constant is 16. So this is what? So 54. Okay, minus 54. This is what? Minus 54. This is minus 32. Minus 32 and minus 16. Minus 16. So minus 16 get cancelled. Okay, so this is 27. This is 27 and this is minus 32. So this is minus 5. So minus 59. See, this is minus 59. Okay, so this is minus 59. So we have this will be your correct option. This will be your correct option. Okay, so just you have to collect the coefficient. Just write only this. You have to write only this. Okay. Okay, so what origin is shifted at minus twice k. Okay, and this is what? Twice y square plus 3x plus 4y minus 70. This is what the coefficient of that is what? It will not contain the first degree term in y. First degree term, it will not contain the first degree term in y. That is what the transform equation do not contain the first degree. Do not contain the first degree term in y. That means your coefficient of y is 0, and you have to find the value of k now. So just go write this is what? Y plus k bracket square. Okay, so your what, x is equal to x prime plus a, y is equal to y prime plus k. Just you have to put that. Okay, so 3. No need to write that x term because we are not interested in x. Just we'll write the term of y only for this. Okay, we'll keep this blank now. This y is what then? Y prime plus k. Okay, y prime plus k. Now minus 7 is equal to 0. Okay, so just write this. Now what? This is the free from the first degree term in y prime. That means the coefficient of y prime is 0. Okay, so coefficient of y prime is 0. What is this then? This is what, k square, twice k square. This is 2k square. Okay, oh, coefficient of y. Coefficient. So this is what, coefficient of y is twice k here. Outside there is a 4. So coefficient, this is what, coefficient of y prime is 4k from this term, and from this term is what, plus 4. So this is equal to 0. That means k is equal to minus 1. Easily you can find this. Easily you can find this. Okay, so if there is no first degree term, if there is no product term, something like this. Okay, first degree term is not there, then what, you have to collect only the coefficient of x only. Only two terms we have to collect. Coefficient of x with you have to collect only two terms. Okay, for the second degree term, you origin, then you in the transform equation you have to collect the coefficient of x, you have to collect the coefficient of y, and you have to collect the constant only. Okay, so don't do for the second degree term. Your second degree term will be as it is. Okay, just write prime something like this. Okay, their coefficients are same. That means we don't have to collect the second degree term. Okay, we don't have to simplify the second degree term. Only collect the coefficient of x prime, collect the coefficient of y prime, and the constant for this. Okay. Okay. Now suppose theta is 45. Theta is 45 degree. Okay, and we want the equation of the translations. Okay, so that is what, x prime cos theta. Cos theta is what, 1 by root 2 minus y prime sin theta. That is again 1 by root 2. Okay, so your y is what, y is equal to x prime cos theta, x prime sin theta. That is 1 by root 2 plus y prime sin theta. That is what, 1 by y prime cos theta. That is 1 by root 2. Okay, so x is equal to x prime cos theta minus y prime sin theta. Y is equal to x prime sin theta plus y prime cos theta. These are the equations of the translation. You have to put the value of theta is 45. If it is 60 degree means pi by 3. Okay, and sin 60 degree, cos 60 degree. If you don't remember the sin 60, just draw this triangle. Okay, suppose this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree, and this is 90 degree. So suppose this is 2 now. Just remember this triangle to evaluate the value of sin 60, cos 60, something like that. Okay, so you know that the opposite side of angle set is half of the hypotenuse. So this is 1. Okay, so this is the hypotenuse. This is the one side of the right angle triangle. You can find other by Pythagoras theorem. This is 4 minus 1. So this is root 3. Okay, now you can find sin 60 degree what? Sin 60 degree. Opposite side is what? Root 3 by 2. Cos 60 degree is what? Half. Suppose you want sin 30 degree. With what sin 30 degree is? Opposite side is 1 upon hypotenuse. Cos 30 degree. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So this is root 3 by 2. Right? So in this way you can find if the angles are given, you can find the equations of the translations. Okay, just you have to put the value of sin theta and cos theta properly. Okay, and the options are given to you. You have to choose the correct option from that by putting properly. Suppose tan theta is provided to you. Tan theta is 4 by 3. So tan theta is 4 by 3 is very simple now. Suppose this is your theta. Tan theta is what? Opposite side upon adjacent side, 4 by 3. Okay, so you can find the hypotenuse, the square of this plus square of this, right? So this is 16 plus 9 is 25, and the root of this is 5. So this is what then? Sin theta is 4 by 5 and cos theta is 3 by 5. So denominator upon your, this is denominator, cos theta for denominator, right? 3, and tan theta is what? 4 upon 5 and cos theta is 3 upon 5. So that your tan theta is. Okay. So this is your value then. You have provided the value of tan theta. You have provided the value of tan theta. Then the equation of translations are. Then you have to write only the equations of the translation. What? X is equal to x prime cos theta. That is what? 3 by 5 minus y prime sin theta. That is what? 4 by 5. So you may write this is what? 3x prime minus 4y prime upon 5. Okay. This may be the option is given like this, or it may be given like this. What? 1 by 5 into 3x prime minus 4y prime, and so on. You can find y is equal to what then? X prime sin theta plus y prime cos theta. Okay. So this you should remember these equations of the translations. Okay. You have to write only the equation of the translation. Okay. And for the equation of the translation, so here it will change all the coefficients of x prime and y prime. Okay. Now, suppose the axes are rotated through an angle theta without changing the origin. This equation x square bxy plus cy square capital C, okay, plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0 is transformed to ax square plus bxy plus cx square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. So this equation is transferred to by rotating the axis without changing the origin. Okay. Then this a plus c is equal to a plus c. It is invariant. Okay. And this is what 4ac minus b square is equal to 4ac minus b square. These are the same. 4ac minus b square will be what? 4ac minus b square. They are the same. They are the invariant. Okay. So note that this. A plus c same as a plus c. What is a? A is the coefficient of x square. What is b? What is c? Is the coefficient of y square. Coefficient of x square, y square will be same as the sum will be the same as this. Okay. Okay. So this does not imply that capital A is same as the small a, capital B is small. This does not. This sum is invariant. Your a plus c will be the a, this small a plus c. Okay. So the sum is invariant. Value is okay. So now suppose this is what ux plus vy is transformed to u prime x prime plus v prime y prime by rotating axis. Ux plus vy is transformed to u prime x prime. Then u square minus v square is 7 u prime square minus v prime square. Again this is the sum of the difference of the squares is same now here. Okay. So coefficient of x and y. This difference is invariant. Note that is. Okay. Now suppose you have given this equation and you have to find the angle theta now. Suppose this equation is given twice x square plus 4xy plus 5y square minus 4x minus 22y plus 7 is equal to 0. And you have to find angle theta such way that the probe is rotated, do not contain the product term. So the value is what? Tan 1/2. Okay. So this is 1/2. Tan inverse of what? Tan inverse of b upon a minus c. B means what? This is your b. B upon a minus c. This minus this. So this is what? 2 minus 5. So this is what? 1/2 tan inverse of minus 4 by 3. Or this is minus half tan inverse of 4 by 3. This will be your answer. Okay, you have to choose the correct option from this one. Okay, so this is very simple to find the angle theta. Okay, so all options are given here. If you can find the value of the tan inverse of 1 is there, root 3 is there, 1 by root 3 is there, you can find the value of such value. Okay, for that, okay, tan inverse of 0 you can find. Okay, tan inverse of 1 you can find, tan inverse of minus 1 you can find. Okay, so options are given here. So just remember this formula is what? 1/2 tan inverse of b upon a minus c. Okay, so just you have to apply this. So if you rotate the plane through an angle theta, through an angle this, so then your transform equation do not contain the product term. Okay, so you should remember this formula to find such angle. Okay, now okay, so we determine the nature of the conic now. Suppose we are given 5x square plus 6xy plus 5y square minus 10x minus 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. So what? You have to take a decision from 3 only. You have to take a decision from 3 only. So what is that? 4ac minus b square. 4ac minus b square. Just find 4ac minus b square. This is your a, this is your c. So 25 into 4 is 100 minus 64. Oh, minus 36 minus 36. Okay, so this is positive. This is positive. That means it is ellipse. This is ellipse. Okay, suppose we have this equation 36x square plus 24xy plus 29y square. Okay, this is very complicated actually. Okay, so we left this. Okay, so 7x square minus 8xy plus y square plus 14x minus 8y minus 2 is equal to 0. 8y. Okay. Okay, this is your A, this is your B, this is your C. Okay, just 4ac. 4ac. This is what? 28. 4ac is 28. Minus b square. So b square with this square is what? 64. So this is negative because 64 is greater than 28 and it has a negative sign. So it is negative. So don't find out. Calculation is not needed. Okay. So only one whether we have to judge only this is positive, this is negative. Okay. So this is negative and at least it is hyperbola. This is what? Hyperbola. This is hyperbola. Okay. Suppose we have this equation 16x square minus 24xy plus 9y square minus 6x minus 8y minus 1. Whatever this. Okay. We are not bothered about that. Okay. So now this is your A, this is your B, this is your C. Okay. So this is what? 4ac. So 16 into 4. Right? 4ac. This is your AC. Minus b square. That means what? 24 means 6 into 4. 6 into 4. Right? So this is what? This is what? 16 into 16. This is 16 into. Oh, this is 9. This is 9. This is 9. So this is what? 36. 36 means this is what? This is 4 into 6 bracket square minus 6 into 4 bracket square. So this is 0. This is 0. This is 0. Okay. No need to do the square of the 24 because 64 is 6 into 4. That is 36 into 16. See 36 into 16. No need to do this. Also this what? This is what? This is what? 36 into 16. This is also 36 into 16. Okay. Both are the same now. So it is 0. Okay. No need to do the square and no need to do this product and this. Okay. Easily you can judge this. Okay. Without doing the calculation like this. Just do the simple calculation for that. Okay. I hope that you understand this one. Okay. Now the center conic. Okay, suppose you have to find the center of this conic. Now see, it is very easy to find the center of the conic. Now formula is very complicated, but to judge which one is the center, that is very easy. Suppose we are given this, what, x square minus 4xy plus 10y square plus twice y minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, and the options are given to you: minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 6, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 6, then this is what, 1 by 3, 1 by 6. Okay, and this is what, then minus 1 by 3, 1 by 6. Okay, so such options are provided to you. You have to choose the correct option. So what I have to do? Differentiate partial with respect to x now. Differentiate partial. This is what, then twice x minus 4y is equal to 0. Okay, there is no term of the x. Okay, so twice x minus 4y is equal to 0. Okay. Now check which one satisfies this equation. Okay, there may happen that two of this. Okay, so we'll check which one. This is what here, 2 by 3, 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. This is 0. So this satisfies this. But see, this is also, this is what, minus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. This is also 0. That means this is also satisfied this. Okay, this will not satisfy because this is y minus. This will not satisfy. This is the x minus and this minus. Both are the minus. That means they are not 0. So this option is not there. This option will not be there because what here? So one of both are positive, both are negative, both are positive or both are negative. Then only this will be, because what, the sum will be 0 if they have the opposite side. So that means either this or this is the correct option. Okay, but here what, both satisfy this, so the both will not be center. Okay, so we'll partially differentiate with respect to y now. So what is the minus 4x plus 20y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so now our correct option is this or this. Correct option is this or this. Okay, so now we'll put this. Okay, so minus 4 by 3 plus 20 into 1 by 6 plus 2. Okay, we have to check whether this is 0 or not. Okay, so this is what, minus 4, this is 6 is there. Okay, so that we can do this is what, plus minus 4 by 3 plus 10 by 3 plus 6 by 3. Okay, so now these do not satisfy. So this is not the center. This will be the center then. Minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 6 is the center. You check that satisfies this. This is what, minus 1 by 3 is what, 4 by 3. Then minus 1 by 6, then this is what, minus 10 by 3. If you put y is equal to minus 1, minus 10 by 3 plus 2. Plus 2 means what, 6 by 3. Okay, so 6 plus 4 is 10 and this is minus 10. So this is 0. This is what, 10 by 3 minus 10 by 3, 0. Okay, so in this way you can judge the center of the conic. So or directly differentiate this, just check which point satisfy both the equation. That will be your center. Okay, don't find the center by using your usual formula. Okay, just find, because what, you have to given the coordinates of the centers are provided to you. Okay, suppose you have this equation. I hope that you understand how to find the nature of the conic and so on. Okay, suppose we have given this 5x square plus 6xy plus 5y square minus 10x minus 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. And we want to find the center of the conic. Okay, suppose options are given 1 0, 0 1, 0 1, minus 1 0, 0 minus 1, or some 1 1, something like that. Their options are provided to you. Okay, so what we do? We differentiate this with respect to x. So this is what, tan x plus 6y minus 10 is equal to 0. Differentiate partially with respect to y now. This is what 6x plus 10y minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Now check which one satisfies this equation. If you put 1 0 here, 1 0. Okay. So if you put 1 here, y 0, that means 10 minus 10. Okay. This equation satisfied. What about this? Y is equal to this equation satisfied. This will be your center. Now check that. These three will not satisfy both the equations. Okay. They will satisfy one equation but not both. Okay. So now see this 0. Okay. For this y is equal to 1, x is 0. So this is not 0. This is not 0. So what here 0 1. Okay. You have to put y is equal to 1. Okay. Add to 0. This is what 10 minus 6 is not. Do not satisfy this. For minus 1 check. This is what minus 10 minus 10. So this is what minus 20. It's not 0. For this one what it not satisfy either one of these. That means what it will not the center. It should satisfy both the equations. Okay. Okay. So this only satisfy both the equations. Okay. That means your center. So don't find your center by using our usual formula. Okay. When you are attempting the competitive exam like this. Okay. You have to options are provided to you. Just do only this. Okay. We'll do one more problem. Okay. And then okay. Suppose this is what 8x square minus 246 xy plus 15y square minus plus 48x minus 487 is equal to 0. Okay. Well, okay. So options are given. Suppose minus 3 4 3 4 and so on. Suppose this. Okay. So this is what 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 4. Okay. So such options are provided to you. Okay. Okay. Differentiate this. This is what 16x minus 246y plus 48 is equal to 0. Okay. Now we will differentiate with respect to y now. So minus 246y plus 30y plus this is x plus 30y is equal to 0. 30y is equal to 0. Okay. So you check that something is wrong here. Something is wrong. I hope that something is wrong here. So what here? So you have to solve this equations. Or if you solve these two equations, if you are able to solve these two equations simultaneously, you will get the options also. Okay. If you able to this, but it is very difficult to solve these two equations simultaneously. It is better to take the option from this one. Okay. So I hope that you understand this one. So in exam they will ask the simple examples. Okay. Simple example, because what calculator is not allowed for you. Okay. Okay. Suppose we have this equation. Okay. We'll take the simple example. Minus 8xy plus y square plus 14x minus 8y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Suppose this equation is there. Okay. So this is what then 14x minus 8y plus 14 is equal to 0. Okay. Partial differentiation with respect to y. So this is minus 8x plus twice y minus 8 is equal to 0. 8 is equal to 0. Suppose the center is 1 0 minus 1 0 0 minus 1 0 1 suppose. Okay. We'll check this 1 0 whether 1 0 satisfies this 14 plus 14. It will not satisfy. Okay. So this will not do because it do not satisfy first equation. What about this one minus? Okay, minus 14 plus 14 it satisfies this equation. Okay. This is what here then minus plus 8 minus 8 it also satisfies. This will be your center because it satisfies both the equations. You will check that these three will not satisfy both the equations. It satisfies one of the equations, no problem. But at a time they should satisfy both the equations. This point satisfy both the equations. It will be your center. Okay. So easily you can obtain the center of the conic. Okay. So and how to identify the conic? This is a very important thing here. Okay, so just what 4ac minus b square. Okay, remember 4ac minus b square is 0, then it is a parabola. Which 4ac minus b square is negative, then it is a hyperbola. 4ac minus b square is positive, then it is ellipse. Okay, so you should remember this, okay, for this chapter. Okay, so don't need such type of the things here. Okay, I hope that you understand all the things. You have to do the practice for it. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you.